Right, it is, there it goes. Now it says I'm live. All right. Gotta go over to grumble. Sorry, my lungs are still not quite frisky. Whatever I am got over is I'm cleaning the gunk out. So yay. I'm gonna apologize for some beautiful crunchy coughing. All right, Rumble is going. All right. Now, hope all my settings are right. I had to reset a bunch of stuff. By the way, just a quick aside here before we dig in. Had a little sync issue off and on lately, and I thought it was, besides I'm pink tonight for some reason, I think it's the hat, the red hat, actually messes with my color toning. So, sorry about the red. I am going to be red tonight by the looks of it. So, okay. But, my sync has been off a couple times lately, last few nights. Well, I found out it wasn't me because Rumble was doing fine. And I was watching a Tim Pool episode while I was cooking dinner tonight. And suddenly they were talking about some problems. It's been YouTube. So I did a little search and found other streamers having some problems on YouTube. So it wasn't me. You know, I ran through everything, did updates and everything else. So, okay. Hopefully it's all fixed. Going to apologize about my coloring if I move close about. I don't know. It's just not acting right. I had to move everything because also today my mouse died. I was getting ready to set up a stream this afternoon. Going to do a stream and my mouse died. Took forever to find a backup mouse. Tried to repair the other one, but oh well, I'll have to order it. I ordered one. But yeah, so I'm using my backup mouse. It's actually off of my laptop. So we are going to see how this goes. I have changed some settings. I moved everything to plug and unplug stuff, so hopefully everything's up and running. Looks like it. All right, let's head on in here. Let me pull myself up to where I'm going to go. And then we are going to make me smaller. Smaller. Hope everybody had a good Wednesday. How are you all doing? Let me go over to Rumble. Okay, Rumble is doing good. Okay, Rumble. Tell you, Rumble's been the one that's been on. I'm very happy with you, Rumble. Okay. Sorry, I'm doing that on purpose. Anybody in the chat, let me know on either platform if everything's okay. It looks okay to me. If it's not, gonna deal with it. That's all I can do tonight. All right. Just a quick, oh, yeah, don't do that. I hit the wrong button. It's going to be one of those nights. Just a quick little thing here. Oh, yes. The rats are fleeing the sinking ship. So I thought we'd start with old Karine Jean-Pierre, or as a lot of people call her, Binder. A woman who thought so much of herself, she kept referring to herself as, I'm a historic figure. Just because I'm brown and I like to scissor. Yep, that's me, everybody. So, woohoo. She's, and of course, just like Jake Tapper and others, I have a book. Unless this book is going to come out and not admit I was a lying jackass, then I don't, F you. I'm tired of this crap. Jake Tapper is a lying prick, and nobody should buy his book. He lied to you. I've played video clips of that man jumping up down everybody's throat about talking about Biden's decline years ago. No, can't let that happen. All this stuff. He was just as much a part of the conspiracy. He didn't care. He covered it up. But now we get the great brown historic figure who scissors a lot, Karine Jean-Pierre, leaves the Democrat Party. Yeah, flee that sinking ship, you friggin' rat. She is just a bigger rat as Tapper. Jean-Pierre, now an independent, bullshit. She's still gonna probably, caucus or whatever, hang out with the Dems. She just wants that D off there so she can get her book out there. Expected to detail weeks that preceded Biden's dropout from race in a new book. Oh, surprise. And I hope nobody buys it. Because unless in this book, she openly comes out and admits, Yeah, I helped with the cover up. I did it, at least be honest. I did it because of my job. My job was press secretary. My job is just to do what they tell me, so I can be the mouthpiece. And yes, I saw the decline. Yes, they covered it up. Unless she's going to say that, she's an asshole. She's just another rat fleeing the sinking Biden cover-up ship / Democrat ship. Democrats who are now way below the least popular in their history. Hey, Ray, yeah, she's something. You are not kidding, man. You are not kidding. How you doing, Ray? So, we are over here at the Guardian. Karine Jean-Pierre, who served as White House press secretary, English. I can't even speak it right. Press secretary for Joe Biden has left the Democratic Party, and we'll see, to become an independent, about as independent as anybody who says there's an independent Congress, but I'm still going to caucus with the Democrats. Then you're a Democrat. If you caucus with them, you vote with them, you're a Democrat. According to the publisher of her forthcoming book. Unless it's, I'm a lying twat and here's why, I don't want to hear it. Jean-Pierre, who served at 2 Democratic White Houses, is expected to detail the weeks that preceded Biden's monumental decision to withdraw. He didn't make the decision. He was away on vacation getting his meds done, and they tweeted it. And then suddenly all he knows is, I resigned. What the hell? Because we all saw how pissed he was. Even his wife was pissed. They threw shade. Biden did some stuff that definitely hurt Kamala's campaign. Mentally ill or not, his moment's lucidity, he was pissed. And so was his wife. He didn't do that. They did it while he was gone. And, it's out there. You're resigned. And if you don't stay resigned, we'll make sure your kid and everybody in your family, including you, spend the rest of your lives in jail. We'll let all that evidence go. We will help all the investigations on the GOP side go through. So sit down, shut up, old man. Or they probably said that to Jill. Hey, Texan, how you doing, my friend? Oh, Texan, do me a favor, buddy. Send me some of your warm Texas weather up here, because we get a couple days normal and then right back down to chilly. Ugh, tired of it, man. Tired of it. How are you doing? I want the heat when it's the heat time of year. I'm tired of this. Looking how close we're heading back. How close we are to start the weather. Supposed to be cooling in this area. I don't like it. Jean-Pierre, who served 2 Democratic White Houses, is expected to detail the weeks that preceded it per a preview of the book, which is set to be published this fall. The book, titled Independent, A Look Inside a Broken White House Outside the Party Lines, promises a detailed recounting of the 3 weeks that led. So a whole book about the 3 weeks. You know what, lady? I don't give a rat. I want to hear about the 4 years before, not just the 3 weeks and after you guys wadded him up, threw him away after you used him. Yeah, so, kiss my butt. Kiss my butt. I got to cut my things out of order. So, yeah, ugh. I'm tired of this. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. I got plenty to go through today. If you see at the top of my screen there, we got a lot to go through. But it's just another fucking rat jumping off that ship. And I'm betting her book, I would like to be pleasantly surprised. But I'm betting her book is going to be just weak, whiny bullshit. And she's still probably going to try to cover for all this. Or go, well, the last couple of weeks I thought I saw a problem. Which, you were up with him. You saw him all the time. You knew. This same woman is another one of them who was telling you, well, when I talked to Joe behind the scenes, he's showing Arnold Schwarzenegger how to weightlift and regain his muscle mass. He is taking over the math left over from Stephen Hawking when he died. He is also changing the oil on all of the government cars by himself today. This is the same witch who lied like that. Yeah. Oh, Ray, I talked about that last night. Guy Slowburn on my stream. He is also Illinois. He's Southern Illinois. Yeah, we talked about Prickster and all the new taxes in Illinois. So I'm not going to dig too much into that tonight, but we spent a lot of time on it last night. I had a hell of a nice rant on last night's stream about it, including this is the last I'll say of it, the $1.50 per delivery tax to anything delivered to your house. From a pizza and ribs to your DoorDash to any single package you get from Amazon, Walmart, whatever, delivered to home. All that stuff, FedEx, UPS stuff. $1.50 per package delivery charge. What a dick. So yeah. But yeah, what a rat. And I will be looking for, I'm not going to buy this book. I'll see if anybody posts excerpts. If there's something big to come out, we'll talk about it. But I'm betting it's going to be sophistry and bullshit. I mean, how's she going to square? How's she going to come out and blow the whistle? Yeah, I saw it. But you were up there saying he's doing handsprings and pumping iron and stuff. And running a 5-minute mile. So I want to hear it. Ray, you are barking up that tree, buddy. Me and the wife have been considering it for a while. If we found the right place today, we're out of Illinois. We don't want to have house payments. We own everything for the first time. We have no bills, but it's just getting so insane in this state. We spend a lot of time on the Iowa side of the Quad Cities anyway. It's starting to get the point to move over there. A lot of people are leaving Illinois. So, okay. But we go right from Karine Jean-Pierre with her lies right into Trump orders investigation. An official investigation, by the way, CBS. That's how it should be worded. Now officially orders an investigation into Biden aides for alleged health conspiracy and auto pen. Yes, yeah. We need to know who was hitting that auto pen button. Did Trump, wow. Did Biden have a clue what they were doing? I'm going to say no. I am going to say damn no. They had no idea. He was barely awake. The man couldn't talk straight, walk straight. He needed flashcards. There's no way he was aware and knew. So I agree with this 100%. President Trump ordered an sorry. But what I did like here is this word right here. Alleged. Can we not do alleged? Permission to use a colorful metaphor, everybody. Well, I'm gonna. You assholes. Screw you. Alleged health conspiracy? We all know. It's an open, known thing now. It's not alleged anymore. We all know for a fact. Hell, even if we take your buddy Jake Tapper's word for it, a lefty media guy, two-faced jackass, he's openly said it. Everybody is talking about it. Everybody knows it. Seth Meyers' jackmouth ass was talking about it the other night. Oh, it was a cover-up. It was a bad one. Yes, we all said that. Half the country was saying that for 4 years, while the other half was saying, shut up, don't believe your lying eyes. He's epic. Alleged. Shut up, CBS News. But that's why I use a lot of lefty sources, guys. You gotta watch them. You gotta know what they're up to. No reply. What is up, my friend? Go to Alabama or Mississippi, such a better place than Illinois. No reply. We would consider that, but we have a lot of family and friends around here. But I would, your area down there, if that's where you're from, my friend, I'd take the heat better than I would the winters. So, yeah. But we are looking at the Iowa side of the Quad Cities. So there are very few chances we're going to be here for a long, long time because of all that bullshit. And we're not the only ones. Illinois is one of the top 3 states losing population, even with the influx of illegal aliens. So, whew. I run away to Mississippi about 3 to 4 months out of the year, sometimes longer. Jill Biden's work husband was using the auto pen. Yeah, Jill Biden is a piece of shit. My opinion. Sounds like a joke, but it's a fact. Look up Joe Biden's work. Oh, yeah. Well, remember her and Doug Emhoff kissed on the lips that time at that one speech? That is not a slip-up. I'm telling you. There's some swapping stuff going on there. There is no way that her and Doug Emhoff, and after they noticed they did that, oh, sure. That was a lip lock, and that was a oopsie slip. You don't go in for a straight, and people have replayed it 100 times. They went straight in for the lips. Lost track. Joe's little stint on The View, he had, oh my God. Yeah, when he was on The View, everybody was like, wow, stop letting him out. Once again, if Jill really loved this man, she would stop letting him out into this because it just looks worse every time. Yeah, Joyless Behar, man, what a... yeah, she was really trying to do the work for him. Well, what you mean to say? No, bitch, he doesn't know what he's trying to say. Obama's fingerprints are all their auto pen button. Maybe, but I'm going to tell you something else. Obama wasn't in charge of anything. Obama was a Manchurian candidate. People think Obama's the head. No. Obama was another empty suit. They used him just as much. That man came from nothing. He was a nobody. The man didn't even vote for his own bills he put up in the Illinois government, let alone when he got to be junior senator. He was a nobody. He was a made man by the Democrat Party. He spoke well. That was it. He was an empty suit. Only difference is he was a good orator and looked good and had the right color skin. But I'm sorry. Obama is not who's running it. It's whoever made Obama and whoever used Biden as an empty suit. They were both empty suits to a point. So, yeah. And they were really hoping to amp it up with Hillary. But oopsie. All right. I'm going to get back into this a little bit here. But the auto pen, yeah, 100%. We got to figure out who was doing this. Trump ordered an investigation into Wednesday into former President Joe Biden's administration who used an auto pen machine to sign key presidential documents like pardons, months after Trump claimed his predecessor's pardons were illegitimate. And I'm all for it. And I don't care if it's Donald Trump. I don't want this auto pen used to sign stuff like pardons and big bills and stuff. Sorry, that should be the president's signature. And if you can't take the time to do it, I don't care which president it is, including Trump, like I said, then screw you, don't be president. Your hand may get cramped, but you need to sign some shit. Not a robot machine that somebody go beep. I mean, look at this. Oh, where is it here? Come on, back it up. Oh, where'd it go? I had my machine picture here. Oh, he got my way. Come on, buddy. Where is it? I had a picture there. Look at that. That just sits there with the signature programmed into it. Somebody puts a piece of paper in it, walks up and hits beep. No, we don't know. And they've already found, now, one of the reasons they're trying to do this is because some of these things were signed while Joe Biden was gone. So, wait a minute. So we know for sure he didn't sign some of these. Some of these were docu-signed like this while he wasn't there. So who was hitting the button? Probably same people who ran Obama. Maybe we should check his signatures and see how many. Well, he was young enough to do his, at least awake enough. See, Obama was the first major empty suit of theirs, but he was too aware for them. They didn't get as much done because even Obama was not that decrepit enough or stupid enough to let them have total free reign. They got a lot done because of him, but then they wanted an empty suit or a total evil person. And they said, hey, look at this guy. We can do whatever we want with this dude, so we're going to pick Biden. And that's why. In a memo signed Wednesday night, Mr. Trump told Attorney General Pamela Bondi, Pamela Bondi, because she's on the news yapping all the time, but does not get much done. And the president's counsel to probe what he claimed was a conspiracy, yes, to abuse the power of presidential signatures through the use of an auto pen to conceal Biden's cognitive decline. Yes. We had Weekend at Bernie's for Weekend at Biden's in this case, for 4 years. It then suggested that if Biden's advisors secretly used the mechanical signature pen, it would have implications for legality and validity of numerous executive actions. What do you mean? If they secretly were doing this and it wasn't anything to do with the president even knowing that they were doing this, that's null and void. That is null and void. And I'm betting even the weenie-ass Supreme Court would have said, yeah, that's null. So I'll bet some of these pardoned people are sweating their ass off right now. Mr. Trump said the investigation should cover whether Biden's aides conspired to deceive the public about Biden's mental state and unconstitutionally exercise the authorities and responsibilities of the president. Also directed an investigation into which executive actions an auto pen was used for and who directed its use. Yes. Yes. This is stupid. We already know they conspired. So, yeah, I'm not going to go through all of it with Biden. I was totally cognizant. Where am I? So, yeah. But, yeah, I just wanted to open with this. Just Karine Jean-Pierre fleeing the sinking ship as more of this stuff starts happening. But I don't think we're getting any big drops out of her book. What do you guys think? You think we're going to get anything real out of her book? I don't. It's like Jake Tapper going, well, we were lied to. Let's see. For San Fran, that's where I'm at right now. Oh, wow, you're in San Fran. Wow. Oh, thank you, with no reply. Don't let your dog out, because you know what? It's crazy. When you live in a city where the dog poop is the least of your worries. Stepping in dog poo is more stepping into human poo. That's crazy how much they pay the dog poo, the human pooper scoopers out there. No, it's really Joe Biden's work husband took it. Look him up. He was one using the auto pen. I don't think it was just Jill Biden's work husband or anything. I really think it was the same deep state people that were running by Obama. We've had a deep state, and everybody thinks it's some cabal conspiracy. No, these are the unelected officials that have been there longer than most people in Congress. They've been there 20, 50, 60 years. They are the true power out there. They have more power than Congress, and as much, if not more, power than the president a lot of times. Those are the real power. It's Joe Biden, as I always say, was the Wizard in Oz. You got that figure, Joe Biden's like, where am I at type guy pooping himself instead of the, I am Oz. But it's the person in the booth, those people. It's not just Jill Biden's work husband. It is all the deep state people that were running Obama, that tried to get Hillary in, that have been done everything nasty after Trump, including getting a bullet whizzed by his ear. That is not a Jill Biden's work husband thing. This is a whole inner government conspiracy. Remember, they did take out JFK. They have taken out a president before, and if Trump hadn't just happened to turn his head at the right time, they would have done a second one. I mean, how much do we know about the Butler guy still? Not much. How about the Ukraine guy? The guy who worked with Ukraine, who's over here and took the other, was trying to take shots at Trump. We don't seem to be knowing any more about this. Where's the prosecutions? Where's the trials? What's going on? Just saying. Yeah, I know the one guy's been poofed, but we don't jack. So, yeah. Pelosi has pictures of JFK. Yeah. Well, once again, if you want to get the tinfoil out, really wrap it around about 5 layers deep, you could almost say that some of the crazy shit Pelosi's done is because they showed her that picture. Go, hey, look at this guy who's standing next to that JFK, isn't it? Oh, that was too bad what happened to him. So you're going to vote our way, right? You could say that. I don't think Pelosi is deep enough. I am talking the appointed deep state people that are there, the ones that Trump has tried to go after some of. People who were there to get him put in jail, who got him shot at, who can rig things enough to get a president offed. And I don't think it's Pelosi. Pelosi is too much on video crapping herself when she found out, when her daughter caught that video that was leaked out, where she's crapping herself going, we have culpability in this J6 thing. She admitted that, yeah, Trump had been asking for the National Guard, and they'd said no. The old D.C. police chief came out and admitted it. It's like, oh boy. So yeah, Nancy is not as deep as it gets. I will not agree. Nancy is very light. She is low grade. Nobody in Congress is upper grade. Anybody in Congress is going to be bottom to low mid tier of the actual deep state. I am talking deep state people, like I said, the people that took out presidents. The people who've made people disappear. The people who helped people like Hillary have a guy commit suicide by shooting himself in the back with a bow and arrow. But it was a suicide. And that gets through. So, people who somehow make it okay that the Pentagon loses $90 billion, $189 billion a year and never is held to account to where'd all this go. Oh, also, we lost another $100 billion in equipment this year, just like last year. Don't know where that went either. That takes way beyond Pelosi. Way beyond. Way beyond Pelosi. That is, be careful walking into the Pentagon because you may not walk out type people. But let's head on over here. By the way, guys, if you haven't, please hit thumbs up for the stream. That helps out a lot, and share the channel out. And I will get back with you guys in a minute. Let me check over a Rumble. Ooh, maybe. Sorry, I'm using a backup mouse on my other computer. And it is a squirrely ass thing, so I can't wait to get my other mouse replaced. I don't know what happened to it is I was using it today to set up as I was going to do an afternoon stream. And all of a sudden the thumb wheel just started spinning. Had nothing. Took it apart and the teeny little shaft broke. Tried repairing it, but it just won't take. So, okay. All right. Let's hippity hop on to the next one here. This one. All right. There are two schools of thought on this. Depending on who you look at. There is one school of thought of people who are just of the mind, ha, Trump, we'll stop you. And then there's the other field. This is the one I'm going to go with. Trump did this on purpose. He arrested this family, was going to deport them, knowing the Democrats are so crazy, so hateful right now, that they would jump in the way and, almost literally throw their bodies in between this family and Trump deporting them. Why? Because Trump did it. My God, anybody else had been president when this happened and they were going to deport the family of the guy who just tried to off American citizens? Yelling free Palestine and Zionists, all this other crap. They would have had no problem with that family being removed from America. Not a bit. But suddenly if Trump does it, no! So, yeah. But I think Trump did it on purpose because now everybody sees the Democrats even more for what they are. This is gonna red pill somebody. Somebody's gonna look at this and go, are you out of your friggin' minds? These people aren't here legally. And our government can say, get out. And the executive branch has that power. They hammered our asses with that the whole time Biden was letting people in. Texas tried to do something. Nope. Executive branch, executive branch, executive branch. Well, guess what? We're the executive branch, but now they're going, nope. Any district court judge, any Tom, Dick, and Harry, anybody who stayed at a Holiday Inn, like those ads, can stop what the executive branch wants to do with immigration. Oh my God. But I think Trump maybe outmaneuvered him here. Did this on purpose, knowing they were going to jump in the way and just look even freaking worse. He is, whether on accident or on purpose, decimating the Democrat Party. They are in deep trouble right now. Hell, the bigger arguments now and fights going on inside the Republican Party, who have no problem with snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. But we're going to do a quick read through a little bit of this. Over the Guardian, U.S. judge temporarily halts deportation of Colorado fire attack suspect's family. Trump officials blocked from deporting the family of Mohammed Sabri Soliman, man charged in Boulder firebombing attack. And I ticked one. I am tired of people saying alleged. We've got video evidence. The guy's screaming it. There's another video that came out today that I'm not going to show you because YouTube gets squirmy, where he was trying to throw the Molotov and screwed up and actually got himself burned. We've got him on video throwing it, saying free Palestine, witness statements like crazy. On the news, witness statements. We've got all this other evidence. Him screaming. I played the videos of him screaming free Palestine and Zionists. I think, yes, I know we have to have a court case, but pretty much now it's just see what we're going to charge him. What we're going to do with him. Because I think alleged is over at the moment. A federal moron judge in Colorado, want to bet what party he is? On Wednesday, I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm going to say, what are the odds? On Wednesday, temporarily blocked the Trump administration from deporting the asshole accomplice family, yes, I am fixing some of this, of Mohammed Sabri Soliman, the man charged in the firebombing attack in Boulder. On Sunday, U.S. District Court Judge and total admitted moron, Gordon Gallagher, granted a request to halt deportation proceedings of Soliman's wife and 5 children that the American taxpayers were paying for while they were all planning attacks in America. I'm fixing it. Because I'm going to say, the court, I'll give myself a second here. The court finds that deportation without process could work irreparable harm, could cause irreparable harm. Do some editing, Guardian. And an order must issue without notice due to the urgency the situation presents. What the hell? That's a sentence not written right. Must be issued without notice due to... What the hell, guys? Fix that. Gallagher wrote in the order. I hope that's not exactly what he wrote. Soliman is facing federal state charges over the attack. His family members have not been charged. Homeland Security Kristi Noem announced Tuesday they were taking Soliman's wife and 5 children into custody, and that federal officials are investigating whether his family knew about plans for the attack. Yes! There is no way on this friggin' blue-green ball earth that they didn't know. He's planning it for over a year. Planning. Was he out in the garden shed for hour upon hour? Wife never happened to walk out there, bring him a sandwich. Hey, what are you doing out here, Bob? Open up doors. Oh, shit, look at all this stuff pinned up. Nobody ever, he didn't think it was weird. Hey, honey, pick up a bunch of these glass bottles. Oh, and I need some fusing. Oh, and a lot of alcohol. I want stuff that I can make Molotovs with, yeah? No, I'm not doing anything with it. None of these people knew. Over a year of planning, none of these crazy types like this, these Muslim extremists, are known for their secrecy very well, especially in family. This is one of their great family adventures. You and I sit down playing Monopoly or Life or something with our family, or a little game of Fortnite or something. They sit down and make Molotovs together and sing songs about, ending Zionism. So I say bullshit they didn't know. And in the chat, thumbs down if you think they knew. Thumbs up if you think they're innocent and did not know. Let me know. Let me know what you think on that. So yeah, let's see here. I'm not sure there's much more of this I need to read because I just think it's bullshit. I think automatically. Lawyers representing his family sued the government. They're illegally here. No illegal person in this country should ever get to sue our government going, you shouldn't be able to make me leave. Fuck you, get out. How about just for this? How about this reason alone? Just for this reason. How about they're not safe here? You're going to tell me his wife and 5 kids are going to be safe in Colorado or any other of the 50 states from now on? Somebody will find out who they are and where they are. Not a threat, YouTube. I'm just saying I don't want them here because I'm trying to help their safety. They need to get back to Egypt or wherever other goddamn sand, colorful metaphor country they came from because they're safer there. Because they're not going to be safe in America. Tell me how they're going to be safe in this country. Seriously, tell me how they're going to be safe here. Somebody is going to be going, And I'll tell you, I sure don't want them living next to me. Oh, what's that? It's the Firebomb family. So yeah, no, they knew. They should be booted. They shouldn't get to sue. That's for American citizens, the right to sue and get redress from our government, not illegal aliens and families who like to create Molotovs together. Yeah. The area is patently unlawful to punish individuals for crimes of their relatives. We do it all the time. If somebody goes and if an American citizen does something, the family gets punished one way or another, or if they find out the family is involved. If judges and court police and everything look at a family and go, okay, this guy over here was going to do something horrible, an American citizen I'm talking about, do something horrible, there's no way the family didn't know. They're a super close family. They knew. So, yeah, no, they knew. That's all there is to it. I'm gonna say they knew. My belief. So, no, not patently unlawful. And I don't want them here. Because who's to say crazy wife, Chaim, that's the hottest name. Because they say that name? I heard a guy say this name is like Chaim. Nothing makes a woman's name sound sexier than Fleming. Phlegm sounds. Chaim. El Gamal. Or Gamal, wife of Solomon. Sorry, I gotta stop watching the Indiana shows. We just saw Temple of Doom at an outside theater in Davenport, Iowa. And this guy, I swear it sounds like what the priest name, Solomon, but I know it's Golly Mob. And Solomon was shocked to learn her husband arrested for having committed a violent act against a peaceful gathering of individuals commemorating Israeli hostages. Bullshit. This lying what? 100% knew. She would know her husband hates Israelis. She does too. There's no way that family goes, husband and daddy didn't like Israelis? Well, that is shocking to us. I never would have thought. Holy hell. Sorry, guys. I'm still recovering from that scurvy I had. This is fun right here. The lawsuit called for the family to be released while they seek asylum in the U.S. Fuck you. You get no asylum. You and your hateful ass family should be out of here tomorrow. Tomorrow. Not a chance. And his 2 minor sons, and no. They're all Egyptian citizens. They're here illegally. And I don't want them waiting in 5-10 years down the road. Let's say the Democrats get them kept here. Then one of them does something, then we should jail every single judge, then Democrat involved in keeping them here. We put on notice. If they do a fucking thing, they get a parking ticket, you're in trouble. I'm done with this. This is stupid. So, yeah, no, they should be gone. They knew 100%. That's it. No. And I don't care. You're here illegally. And a member of your family just attacked American citizens. Screaming hateful crap and saying he wish he could have got more. Get out. Bye-bye. Even if you didn't know, he ruined it. Bye-bye. Sorry, life ain't fair. You're an illegal alien anyway. Bye-bye. So, yeah. All right. Sorry, guys. I am really just trying to clean my chest out still. Oh. Well, this is one of those times, no reply, that you and I are going to have to disagree on some of that. But I know Fannie Willis. Fannie Willis met with the whole Biden cabinet. There are White House minutes that show, somehow, oopsie, they lost the actual transcripts. She met in the Oval Office with Biden, such as he was, and his cabinet members more than once. So I'm not as worried about Pelosi as I am. He was meeting with the people running, or she was meeting with the people running Biden. So that is something there. But, oh boy, this Russia thing, guys. I was talking about this the other night, and I think we are... This guy Zelensky, and I'm not saying that he owes us to tell us about every single military op he's about to run or crazy thing he may want to do to the Russians. I understand they're in a war. But when you find out they've been planning this for 18 months, I have more questions. I have questions like, did anybody in the Biden administration know about this? It has been planned for 18 months. Did they help this? Did they not inform the incoming Trump administration about this? Or did Zelensky keep the Biden administration in the dark just as much as the Trump administration? And I only say it's horseshit because Trump is out there busting his ass, him and his people, trying to get peace. Sorry. And this asshat, the day before, supposed to be peace talks where something might get done, pulls this crap. Yep. And then even worse, he bombs the bridge connecting the part of the Crimea to their naval base. So now what he did is doubly sabotaged any peace talks. Because now all Putin sees, well, now if we give up this piece of land here, the bridge is gone. We have no way to get to our military base and some of the other land that is ours. We're cut off again. And now we're cut off even worse because the bridge isn't even there. So I think, I unfortunately think they're pushing for a war. Man. Sorry, I've got so much, just goofy. I'm going to apologize. That is bad. But I think Zelensky's a hateful little prick. And I got to wonder who's running him. If we want to be, the tinfoil's still on, right? Okay. Who is running Zelensky? This guy was an actor. He played piano with his wiener in a skit. He was not some great statesman or war person. I think somebody's running this little jackass. I really do. I think somebody's pushing this war. If you want to say military-industrial complex, you want to say World Economic Forum, asshats in NATO, whatever, our deep state, all the above, Pentagon, doesn't matter. It seems like everything is pushing for this war. Every time Trump pulls it back a little, they come along and push. Trump gets one step towards peace, they push 2 steps towards war. And it just seems like a hell of a coincidence. Boy, I'm going to have to walk away and try to clear my throat. I'm going to turn this off first. I think it's going to clear up any. Okay, neato. Great. But I don't know. What do you guys think? I think that this was a setup. 100% a setup. Sorry, my other mouse is acting screwy. Come on, mouse. What are you doing? And now it went away. There it is. Okay. There we go. Okay. But I think somebody's pushing for a war. There's no way that Trump, as hard as his people are working, every time they take a step forward, Zelensky blindsided the Trump administration. If somebody in the Biden administration, that's another investigation we need. If they knew and did not inform the Trump administration, there should be major trials. We are talking way past Watergate trials. There should be trials for sedition or treason right then. maybe open treason, with everything that goes along with the punishments for that. But then he blew up the bridge. I just think they're pushing Putin. They are purposely backing him into a corner, and I think it's going to get nasty sooner or later. Now, partially, if Zelensky's doing this on his own, is desperation. All this is piss Putin off. It's not pushing Putin back. The lines where Putin's at in Ukraine haven't budged. He's not pushing them back. Zelensky is screwed. They don't have the manpower, they don't have the weaponry, even with our help, to reclaim. So this is just annoying or pissing off the Russians. Man, my throat wasn't like this about an hour ago. It was stupid. But yeah, I just think this is stupid. U.S. President Donald Trump said Russian President Vladimir Putin. I like how we got Vladimir Zelensky and Vladimir Putin. Told him very strongly in a phone call Wednesday he will respond to Ukraine's weekend drone attack on Russian airfields as the deadlock over the war drags on. Yeah. The thing is, if it comes right down to it, Russia will win. Don't like it? Too bad. The amount of people that Ukraine has lost, they don't have the population to keep losing this. They've already lost 1 or 2 generations. Even if this war ends today, their country's in deep shit. Because they've lost a couple generations of men. They're going to have a huge gap. It's going to be nasty. So yeah. Trump said in a social media post his lengthy call with Putin was a good conversation, but not a conversation that will lead to immediate peace. Nope. The day before peace talks you do this stuff, then the day after, nope. So I think it's going to get much worse. So yeah, I'm just curious what you guys think. I think it's worse. I think it was done on purpose, not just by a country trying to defend itself. I think somebody out there is pushing for a war. I don't want to be Alex Jones. I don't want to have to tell you to wrap a whole roll of tinfoil around there, but I really think somebody's pushing for a war. Man, if I could just clear my voice box. Man. But I didn't have a lot more to say about it after last night's talk, but I just wanted to throw that out there. And then we'll go on, since nobody has any comment on it. Okay. And I know on Rumble, I know you guys can't talk back unless you have an account. I get it. But thank you for being here. Trump signed a proclamation to ban travel from 12 countries. Okay. And I do like how one of them is Somalia. Good. I'm going to say something dickish. We need no more Somalis here. We already have enough problems with the ones who marry their brothers here. The ones who in our Congress say they are here to work for Somalia, not America. So I think we're done. I think we're totally done with this. More Somalians. I don't want any more. But Donald Trump signed the proclamation Wednesday evening to ban travel from several countries to the U.S., citing security risks. Well, duh. By the way, why wasn't it a big deal when Obama did this? The ban will fully restrict entry of nationals from 12 countries: Afghanistan, Myanmar, also known as Burma, Chad, and as Betty Joe, Republic of Congo. No more white monkeys coming out of there. It's a movie, YouTube. Don't get weird. Equatorial Guinea, where the guinea pigs come from. Don't do that. Don't come at me. Eritrea, which sounds like a gastrointestinal disease. Haiti. Just the name says it all. They're not dislikey, they're Haiti. Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen. Okay. Pretty much most of them classic world countries. Yeah. People from 7 countries will have particular restriction. Burundi, Cuba, Laos, Sierra Leone, sounds like a spaghetti western, Togo, Turkmenistan, and Venezuela. Okay. The proclamation includes exceptions for lawful permanent residents. Well, yeah, see, Trump's not trying to kick out people here lawfully, Democrats. Existing visa holders, as long as they're not playing with Molotov cocktails. Certain visa categories and individuals whose entry serves U.S. national interests. Hey, why not serve our interests for once? Good point. President made the final call on signing his proclamation after the anti-Semitic attack in Boulder. According to a White House official, he was considering it beforehand, but Sunday's assault put it into motion faster. Yes. Maybe wanted to add Egypt in there, maybe. I don't see Egypt. Remember, some of the 9/11 guys were from Egypt, so I don't know, maybe it's time to start looking at Egypt a little more, too. Just me. All right. President Trump is fulfilling his promise to protect Americans from dangerous foreign actors when it comes to our country, cause harm. Duh. And the rest of it is pretty much yada, yada, yada. A little bit of whining about it, but you know, I have no problem with this. I think it's a good idea. Why do we have to bring people here from heavily terrorist-y countries? We don't even know who's here now because of Biden. We don't know who the hell's here. So, no more. Nope, if your country is a terrorist hellhole, a third world hellhole, stay home. Fix your shit. Fix your shit, everybody. Man. Have you ever had a cold or something, then you're getting over it, and just all the gunk goes right in your voice box? Well, if I wasn't live streaming, I'd go over and bend upside down and really cough it out of there. But man, it's going to be a whole Budweiser frog. Well, to go along with our theme of total bullshit for the night, at least the bullshit from Karine Jean-Pierre, the auto pen. Well, let's go with this. FBI targeting of Catholics more widespread than Christopher Wray claim documents show. No, Christopher Wray lied? Somebody in the Biden administration lied to Americans? No, say it isn't so. I don't know about you, I did not see this coming. Wow. Color me surprised. Yep, that's my surprise face right there. The Biden-era FBI's efforts targeting traditionalist Catholics were far more extensive than previously known and involved personnel from multiple field offices, according to newly revealed documents that contradict former FBI director and constant liar Christopher the Asshole Wray's congressional testimony. The FBI's focus on traditionalist Catholics was revealed February 2023 when a former agent published a leaked memo produced by the Bureau's Richmond, Virginia field office, warning against the emerging threat posed by radical traditionalist Catholic ideology. So let that sink in. They were after white people under the Biden administration. Remember, the biggest threat to America is white people and Catholics. But hey, we're not going to vet a single mother-fudging person coming across our border. We're going to wave you in, fly you in, open the borders, then we're going to go say, well, the border's closed. What are you talking about? It's closed. No, don't believe that drone footage from Fox News and Newsmax and America's First. And those private drones, don't believe those guys either. We're in court trying to get those so they can't fly and look at that. We don't, no. So just don't believe it. Remember, everything about the Biden administration was do not believe your lying eyes. That's what everything was about. So now we've got terroristy-ish attacks. Sorry, I got to watch that word on YouTube. We got these goofy attacks in our country because of people they let in. But while they were letting all these asses in, they were worried about white people and Catholics. Kind of sounds like it's on purpose, doesn't it? Get that tinfoil back on. The Richmond memo was largely based on the findings of the Southern Poverty Law Center, which has a record of maligning conservative groups as extremists. The memo was distributed. Yeah, I'm not going to go through the rest. It's just them talking about, well, what are we going to do about it? I'm going to say that Christopher Wray will never be charged. Nothing will ever happen to him. I'm going to say most of everything we're finding out about the Biden administration, all the illegal shit, I'm going to say 99% chance nobody will face anything out of it. Hate to be black-pilled, but that's just the way it is. I mean, it's nice to see that we were all right. We all knew it. And it's nice for not just that, but it's nice to see everybody else, Democrats, sheeple who don't pay much attention, all have to wake up and go, shit, they were right. Or the ones that will be honest about it. The ones that will be honest. Not the pure TDS people. Not the people who've just been programmed for 10 years by mainstream media. That Trump is Hans Gruber himself. Yeah, what movie is that? Yeah, so I don't think anything will come of it. But it's still nice to be able to shove one more thing at the lefties and go, told you so. Sometimes, if that's all we're going to get, then I'm still going to enjoy it. We told you so. So, that is kind of what I had to talk about tonight. You guys are being much less talkative than normal. Okay. It is a Wednesday night. I get it. Wednesdays are actually one of the worst nights for streaming stuff. Everybody's had a long week. I get it. But if nobody has any comments about it or want anything else, I will move on. We're going to shift gears because I do say this is a political and pop culture type channel. Well, and I've always said that politics and pop culture are intertwined. When me and a friend did a channel together called Tough Topics, we said that, and there was a larger YouTuber on, a pop culture YouTuber at the time, who totally crapped on us and sent his minions after us for daring to say it. Now I see, years later, I see tons of big channels, from Nerdrotic to Critical Drinker to a bunch of others, all saying they are all one. Politics is downstream of pop culture. Politics is downstream of pop culture, downstream of politics. It's all intertwined, and I agree. But it's like, thanks for catching up. One Bridge 11, are you a fan of the Critical Drinker? Yes. Yep. He is an epic YouTuber. He does it well. He has the look and the voice for it, which I have neither, especially the voice at the moment. But yes, I am a fan of Critical Drinker. I watch a lot of the pop culture streamers. And yeah, I am. If that answers your question. Yes, I am a fan of Critical Drinker. So yeah. So talking about that, politics and pop culture being one, oh my. DailyMail.com. Marvel fans erupt after new Black Panther is revealed as white. Dude, we've been saying forever, I dare you to make Black Panther white. And son of a bitch, they did it. Kinda. But, and I'm going to say, Marvel fans erupt. Well, kinda. Because most Marvel fans, real, true Marvel fans, are laughing their ass off right now. They're like, no, I had just said, going, holy hell, they actually did it. We've been posting memes, making jokes. They actually did it. Them crazy fools. The only ones that are erupting are the leftards, the identity politics Marvel fans. The ones who still think that Miss Marvel is epic. Stuff like that. The ones who still think Black Panther was the best Marvel movie of all, even though it was good but not great. Did not deserve $1 billion, but it was identity politics movie. We all know that. Once again, apologies. I am trying to. Did not realize my voice was still going to be this jacked up from having that cold or wherever it was. Marvel fans are in an uproar, maybe, after the debut of a controversial new storyline that reimagines Black Panther's legacy with a shocking twist. The latest heir appears to be white. Well, you know what? If we can race swap and gender swap unlimited characters the other directions, we can make straight characters gay. We can make white-skinned, red-haired women black, even though they're underwater. Black, okay. Sorry. We can make Cleopatra a black woman. All this crap. We can swap Doctor Who. We can do whatever we want. But God forbid it goes another way. No. I think most people are laughing their asses off at this. I know I was. I saw it and I was shocked. They actually did it. It's almost like they're trolling, but they're not. But I don't think it's going to work. I don't think they understand how to troll. Because most of the real Marvel fans are going, dude, yes, cool, woohoo. Man, it's going to piss off the crazies. One Bridge, I'm sorry I didn't ask you back. A little preoccupied trying to get my voice to work. Are you a Critical Drinker fan or just wondering if I am? The premiere issue of Marvel Knights, The World to Come, dropped Wednesday and introduced a new character named Katima, whom T'Challa, wow, Prince of the fictional African kingdom of Wakanda, one of the worst kingdoms ever on Earth. Because Wakanda is a super advanced, makes Tony Stark look like a moron country in the middle of shithole Africa, hiding itself away. And being such great people, they let the whole continent of Africa be a shithole. Way to go, Wakanda. Yeah, what a great story and uplifting. We kept ourselves secret, let everybody else on the continent rot. Yep. Wakanda, a horrible nation, and the original Black Panther refers to as his son, according to Bleeding Cool. The comic reveals that T'Challa fathered Katima with his early love interest, Monica Lynn, a character pulled from earlier comic arcs. Ooh, so Monica Lynn had a little jungle fever. Got it. Okay. But in a major shakeup, Katima grows to resent his father and ultimately challenges him for the throne. Sounds like a movie trailer. After defeating T'Challa in battle, Katima removes his mask only to reveal blonde hair, blue eyes, and distinctly Caucasian features. That seems like a racist way to put it. Distinctly Caucasian features. Huh. What's a distinctly Caucasian feature besides maybe the skin tone? I don't know. So yeah, I think it's funny. Me too. I really do. I like this. Here's the old memes. People were talking about this, but what if Ryan Gosling is coming to Marvel? Because we used to say that. Yeah, make Ryan Gosling the next Black Panther. Let's swap the other way. Well, shit. So that's why Meme Bastard is asking, what if Ryan Gosling is coming to into Marvel to play the Black Panther after all? In a new comic book, all new Black Panther is a white dude. Oh. Hear the tears falling. Do you feel the salty rain some of them are having? Oh, yes. The reveal sent social media into a meltdown. I'm going to say it was 75% laughing and going, oh my God, this is funny. And 25%, the meme of the chick screaming after Trump won. They looked at this and thought it was a good idea, one user fumed. Another quipped, life is a horror movie in 2025. You know, those of us who are pissed off about the blatant race, gender, and sexuality swaps of a lot of our favorite characters and icons didn't talk like this. Life is a horror movie in 2025. They looked at this and thought that was a good idea. Now, we have said that one, but this, life is a horror movie? Oh my God. Get yourself a little life. You know what? And screw you. I think we get one swapped the other way. Don't you by now? I think we get one. The character of T'Challa was famously portrayed by the late Chadwick Boseman. Yep, we know that. The Marvel Black Panther films celebrate for honoring African culture and representation. Yeah, a great African culture of letting the rest of the continent rot. And letting the world almost get destroyed. Remember Avengers? Avengers had a whole bunch of shit going on and they weren't helping. What a great celebration of African culture and representation that was, if you think about it. Because during a lot of the stuff the Avengers and Iron Man, all these other people were going through, these guys sat there hiding away in their little dome, their little shielded area, acting all superior. Great. Now fans are questioning whether the latest storyline undermines that legacy. Okay, this is where I'm going to say a quick fuck you. Because anytime we've mentioned that you changing Doctor Who, changing Spock to having a black sister that is more Vulcan than him, had to teach him to be a Vulcan, change Little Mermaid, change every goddamn character you can think of, bass backwards and sideways, and us asking, whether, we ask, well, this undermines the legacy of that. 50 years of history of Doctor Who, 50 years of Star Trek history, 50 years of this, 20 years of this. And you would shit on us for even mentioning that. You know what? Screw you. No. Because if it's only one way, then you're racist. And you're an asshole. If it doesn't mess up the legacy to go this way, but it does that way, you're the problem. It's either bad to go both ways if it's something's an established character, or it's not. Black Panther having a white son would be ridiculous, one person posted. He slept with a white woman, why not? Hate to tell you this, folks. The black genetics does not always make, black man sleep with a white woman does not always make black kid. And vice versa. I know a few of those. So, no, one person posted, while another raged Black Panther is white. Is now. Marvel actually did the unthinkable. It's an insane. After all the swaps, once again, after all the swaps the other way, straight person gay, white person black, whatever. Even Mary, Queen of Scots, was black. You made Viking queens black. Screw you. If you are this person, Black Panther is white, Marvel did the unthinkable, it's insane. Screw you. You're a moron. Some even speculate about which actor might play him in a future film. I guess he looks like Ryan Gosling, one fan wrote. Why? Because that's been the meme for a long time. We've all been saying, hey, make Ryan Gosling the next Black Panther. Oops. Immortal Thor. Whoa, what the fuck? That's what that is. First appearance of Katima, a Caucasian son of T'Challa. So, T'Challa only has the chocolate kitties. He can't have a less melanated one because that's bad. But if a white person and a black person get together and have all brown kids, oh, amazing. Oh my God, they had a white one? Ew. That's what you're doing. Black Panther having a white son would be ridiculous. Just as ridiculous as a mermaid underwater not seeing sun to make them have melanin formation being black. The mermaid in the depths of the ocean. And if you want to get more ridiculous, black people don't have red hair. Sorry. Get over yourselves. Jesus. Ain't no way Black Panther has a white Aryan son, racist, who just became the leader of Wakanda. Why? I guess he looks like Ryan Gosling. Yep. So yeah, this is great. Let's stop letting these non-black people touch Black Panther. They do silly stuff like this. I do like this, though. The writer is black. Cell phone. God, these people. Once again, you are the racists. You had no problem with all the other bullshit swaps. This one hurts your fifis. Yeah. So yeah, I just kind of enjoyed that. It was nice to see. Marvel's new Black Panther's white. Yes, seriously. Maybe. Ooh, can he change the costume? Will it be a White Panther costume? White Panther. Ikwensu Ocha. It'll be Ikwensu Panther. Ikwensu Panther. White Panther. White Panther. Sorry, I like Ikwensu Ocha. White Devil. White Devil. So yeah, I just kind of enjoyed this. It was fun. It was fun to see. Beats his dad in combat, claims the throne. Yep. So he actually is the blood, too. That's even funnier. A shocking turn in Wakandan history. Okay. Okay. His own estranged son, Katima. I know, all these people are just pissed off over here because the black guy didn't beat up the white guy. How dare a black guy lose to a white guy? All right. We're not going to be a lot longer, guys, so thank you very much for being here. And if you haven't, please hit thumbs up for the stream and share the channel out if you feel like it. It'd be nice. I'd like that. Let me check you guys over on Rumble. How you doing over there? Okay. All right. This one just tickled me in a way, but I'm also worried. I don't know if any of you are a fan of King of the Hill. I love that movie. I really do love King of the Hill. I think King of the Hill is great. I think King of the Hill is cool. Sorry, I am resetting something. There we go. But I am worried that they won't be able to do King of the Hill properly in today's world. Or as Critical Drinker says, One Bridge, made for modern audiences. I can't do his voice, especially right now. So I am worried they're going to screw this up. But yeah, they are returning. King of the Hill is returning for a 14th season on Hulu. The same people that killed off the Orville. I screamed like hell when the Orville was leaving network and going to go to Hulu. Well, it's going to make it better. And this, I go, nope, it's going to be one more season and gone. That's what happened. I was right. Orville gone. Should have kept it on goddamn network. Still have the Orville. The best Star Trek we've had all forever. The best Star Trek we've had since the next gen and DS9 era. So, more Star Trek than the new Trek crap. Sorry, it's all crap. All the new Trek is crap. Season 3 of Picard is about the best of any of it. The revival is set to premiere on August 4th. We'll see Hank and Peggy Hill return to Arlen, Texas. Spoilers. After years working abroad. The series will pick up with the character. Can you imagine Hank Hill abroad? Any of you watch the show? Seriously, Hank Hill going to another country. The man didn't like going too far from Arlen. He didn't like going across to another state, let alone going to another country. Wow. And Peggy, boy, she made him look loose and relaxed. The series will pick up with the characters years later following their adventures in a changed Arlen. Oh, boy. It's going to be Arlen for a modern audience. Yeah. I'll have to work on my Critical Drinker. I normally can do Sulu, but right now I don't think I can do it. I get my voice to go there. Oh, my. It'll be out August 4th, 2025. Hulu. Plot. Hank Hill and Peggy Hill return to Arlen, Texas, years of working in Saudi Arabia. I want to know how they squared that. Hank and Peggy Hill in Saudi flippin' Arabia. Seriously, guys. Really? I really want to know. And changed Arlen. This worries me right here. A changed Arlen. Uh-oh. Yeah, explain this. Exactly. Explain this. A lot of the cast looks the same. The characters have aged 8 years since the original show ended. Dale's voice, since Dale Gribble died. Yeah, Toby Huss is taking over voice for Dale, following the death of Johnny Hardwick in 2023. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. King of the Hill Revival is bringing back a surprising character for a new role. So yeah, King of the Hill's new revival is going to bring back Chani for a surprising starring role. Oh God, probably what's that? King of the Hill is coming back for a new revival. It's got a surprising new character rising character for a new main character role. King of the Hill is now. So are they gonna make Hank Hill and his family backseat to some new character? This means a new series of featuring older versions of the fan favorite characters that will be much different points in their lives. We've seen it last. King of the Hill is steadily revealing new details of what to expect from the new revival series as it gears up for its premiere with Hulu this August. But one of the updates has been fairly surprising as revealed that Chane Wasasananasong there is going to be playing a key role in Bobby's now adult life after being one of Bobby's biggest bullies in the original series. It seems like the years since have brought them close enough to hang out with one another regularly in the new series. Of course, they had to do that. They had to bring in somebody a little bit to, got to add a little bit of something for the modern audiences, right? Okay. All right. Guys, this may be some spoilers in here, so if you don't want to hear about it, jump off now. Other than that, I'm going to go on into this. In the first synopsis for Hulu's King of the Hill series, it not only teases that Hank and Peggy have been out of the United States for the last decade as Hank worked a new job in Saudi Arabia. I don't think you could pry Hank, the man who wouldn't give up his old lawnmower or pickup truck till he almost, ended himself to do it, keeping his old crap, go out of the country, Saudi Arabia. I don't know. But also confirmed that Bobby is now in his 20s. Meanwhile, Bobby is living his dream as a chef in Dallas and enjoying his 20s with his former classmates Connie, Joseph, and Chani. This synopsis not only reveals that Bobby has found success in Dallas as a chef, but he continues to hang out with his childhood friends Connie and Joseph after all this time as well. Dallas setting is an interesting one, as it will be taking Bobby outside of Arlen for the most part, but the more intriguing part of the synopsis is that his friend group includes Shawnee for some reason. I'm not remembering this person totally. I don't know why, but I'm not. I used to love this show. Was that person in more like the later couple, the season or two that came back? They tried to they revived it for a short time. Johnny was Bobby's biggest rival in the original series, as not only was he a rival for Connie's affections, I think I know who that is now, okay. But he also openly bullied Bobby, with his most famously making Bobby eating dirt at one point. So to see the two hanging around each other teases a change, long-time dynamic. All right, let me hang out here for a second. I want to go find this. I want to find this right here. And I'm going to do this because I'm curious. Color me curious. Nobody's asking me to do anything, so I'm going to wander off on my own. Boom. Boom. I want to see. What? Oh, that kid? Okay. All right. Okay. This kid. I don't barely remember him being there, but I do remember him. But yeah. Okay. I remember him now. That helps. I don't think he was that big a rival, but yeah, we all know why they kind of did it. Had to make a main character, modern audiences, yada yada. Got it. I was right. Can't just let it go, can you guys? Can't just remake the show. Sorry, my mouse is doing stupid crap. Johnny was biggest rival in the original series. Was he? Really? I don't think he was that big. Rival for Connie. Not only was he a rival for Connie's affection, he also loved to bully Bobby, made dirt, yeah. So seeing the two hang around, it teases along. Either it changes long-time dynamic thanks to being much older, or that Johnny's still kind of pushing Bobby around. Either way, it's still a very interesting character from from Bobby's middle school circle to bring back to a more expanded role. No, it really isn't. It isn't. It's kind of a crap character to bring back. We all know why they're doing it. Hank looks maybe a little older. Peggy, they drew her face a little more, but yeah, okay. Bobby just made him taller. Same look and put some stubble. Okay, so they didn't do a lot. They didn't get crazy. The looks are okay. Looks like them. Goody Chani is boy, they're really all about that too. Does open up a few avenues to explore. Yeah, we know why. It's identity politics. It can showcase how Bobby has grown beyond any of the things we saw him fuss over as a kid, editing. And can be a sign of his maturity. It's a reflection of how Hank and Peggy raised him. It's clear he's done well for himself in the years since his parents have been in Saudi Arabia. Also, okay, I'm going to ask a question. Okay, if he's in his 20s, let's say 22. Let's say 22. If they were gone 8 to 10 years, that means they had to leave almost right after the show then. But then Bobby would have been, right around, 14? Maybe 16? We never saw him drive. So 14-ish. They just left him and went off to Saudi Arabia with him. He was 14, 15. Yeah, Hank would do that. I don't know. I don't think so. Since parents been Saudi Arabia also opens a lot of questions about what these older versions of Connie, Joseph, and Shawnee are up to overall. Well, you're spending way too much on Shawnee. If Bobby has become a chef, are the other three currently in school for other type of career? Okay, all in Dallas. Yeah, we'll find out. I don't know. I'm worried about it because I do like King of the Hill. It's kind of a nice show to sit and relax to. But I am worried that they can't do it in a modern era. I really don't know. I do not know. I'm worried about it, and we will see. All right. We're going to check this real quick. All right. Uh-oh. All right. I wanted to check that. Hey. Okay. Sorry. I want to do that on purpose because sometimes I have a problem with no mic output. I want to do that on purpose because I have a problem. Sometimes I have a problem. Oh, there's an echo. So what is echoing? Oh, come on. All right, there's no echo. I know what it is. Here, let's do this. Okay. There's no echo. It just unmuted both of these streams at once. I was just trying to check one to make sure the sound was good. There it goes. Now let's see what it's doing. Ha! There we go. Sorry, guys. Because, there. I know I've had some issues lately with a few things. I wanted to make sure it was not my software. Okay. So that is pretty much the King of the Hill. I got one more thing we can look at. And here you go. Look at this. Flashback to the 90s. This daytime TV game show created by Donald Trump called Trump Card. Oh, yeah. It's all a dang forever movie, yeah? So let me get my headphones on. We're going to head into some more fun stuff, and we'll be out of here soon. And I thank you very much for stopping in. And please feel free to stop in another time. I'd like to be out of here under 2 hours tonight. We'll see how that goes. All right. I will have to stop once in a while because I don't know about the copyrights on this. To follow fair use rules, I will stop and commentate off and on. Especially if there's music. If there's a lot of music, I may have to just nix it. Music, man, I got a copyright claim for 3 seconds. I thought it was 4, but I'm not going to retime it. 3 seconds. Because I clicked on something, there's music. Nope. I don't want to do this for copyright. Click, put captions on. They had me for 3 seconds. What a bunch of asses. That's YouTube. Rumble doesn't do that. Rumble knows what fair use is.
The spirit of competition, that's what makes America great. Competition compels us to reach higher than we think we can. That's what I like about our new game show, Trump Card. It's a
Trump Card! Still got them bushy eyebrows,
exciting
too.
blend of strategy and speed. The competition is fast and furious, but it's also intelligent and entertaining. The player that wins has to have more than just knowledge. They have to have the will to win. That's what it's all about.
Oh, my Lord. Trump Card, weekdays, 3:30 p.m. on KTBS3. What the hell? Oh, my God, they got more. And there's music. So I'm going to be really careful with this music. Mute.
Atlantic City. It's time to play television's non-stop game of knowledge.
Game of knowledge.
Trump Card.
My gosh, you know what? Does anybody remember this? Comment below. Do you remember this at all? How long did this run?
The star of Trump Card, Jimmy Cephalo.
My gosh. That's crazy. I'm trying to see who this guy is. I don't know if they copyrighted this or not. We'll see. Okay. Well, holy hell. So, yeah, I'm going to repost this. Or actually just go over here to Let's Go Brando. Oh, my God. And check it out. It looks fun. Alright. I swear this is the account I found this on. Gaze for Trump. I have never watched a minute of anime. However, I would watch every second of this President Donald Trump fake, I think, anime called Trump the Legend of MAGA. I play kind of a part of one of these, but holy hell. This is crazy. There's music, so I'm being careful. Oh my God. I'm going to blow this up so you can read the captions. Because I am not going to get too much worried about striking. The smell of despair. You want to see something? Oh my God. Bullet. This is hilarious. Oh my God.
America.
Oh my Lord. He gets up, yellow, fight! Oh my Lord. I like how everybody in the crowd is like children. I don't know if you noticed that. Everybody in the crowd, it's all kids. It's like, what the heck? Definitely anime, because people don't jump that high normally. I'll unmute little bits. It's a landslide. Oh my God, they got the Zelensky thing, everything. Oh my Lord. What the hell? Wait a minute. What the hell? What is even that? Oh my. And then I see my good buddy in here. Oh, they're talking to them. Get along, will you? Nope, they will not. Vladimir and Vladimir hate each other. Yes, Vladimir and Vladimir. Those are their names, guys. It's almost like we are living in the Matrix. And they're running out of names. Looky. You know who that is? It's our favorite little golem troll-looking girl, Greta Thunberg. Oh, my Lord. Why did they show 9/11? What the? Oh, there that. Okay, that's French fries. That's good. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my. MAGA in Japanese. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. He's saying that to a Pokemon. He was saying that to a little poke creature. Sitting under the tree with an umbrella talking to a poke creature. What the absolute. Well, okay. Well, that just. And there's another one. This video's been going viral in Japanese social media. It's an AI opening for a fake anime called Trump Tariff Man. Oh my. Oh, holy crap. Oh my God, they actually gave Xi Jinping a Winnie the Pooh down there. I will definitely blow this up a little. They actually put a Winnie the Pooh in front of him. Wahoo. Now, Japan has no shits to give. They aren't the biggest love. Them and the Chinese, there's no love lost. How much music? Oh, a lot of music. Lots. I will be muting that. Sorry. I'm not a 300,000 plus channel, so I can't play this stuff. Oh my God. Look at Putin. That is epic. Dude, that does make Putin a badass. Dude. He's out in that weather with a dire wolf. Holy hell. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. I'll unmute for a sec. Yeah, it's all music. Nope, I ain't doing that, but oh my. We'll have to do looks. I'll show you. I'll tell you who's done it in a second. But got his little Superman shirt on. Laying with his cape. Oh my Lord. Sorry, this is hilarious as hell to me. Staring out over Paris. He is Super Trump. Truth, justice, in the actual American way. Super Trump. Oh my, what is Putin doing over there? Putin's gonna have a hot cocoa after having his shirt off with his wolf. Oh no, cigarette. Okay. What the hell? Oh my God. Okay, and in a Wonder Woman outfit. Either that or Wahlburgers. Take your pick. Weird and weirder. This is Japanese. What do you do? Okay. Wow. They actually use the S for Superman, too. Not like Trump or something. Give him that one. I'm going to get nailed for that. I know it. But I don't make any money. So yeah, whatever. Oh, my Lord. His teddy bear died. And we're hatching a new poke creature. Oh, my gosh. There you go. Now, there's an image for you. Hovering poke creature. No one sitting over here on a... It's like a pile of rice with a white skid mark on a pillow. Putin sitting on a block of ice on top of his polar bear that looks very Chinese. Trump looks Chinese, actually. And you got, was that Un and that be Xi Jinping then? With honey for the bear. Okay. Japanese are weird people. Oh my God. Yes, because in this day and age, we fight with spears and medieval armor. You don't need the music. This is great. Oh, my Lord. Oh, we transcend. There we go. Wow. That is messed up. You know, I got some other stuff, but I think we're going to be out here. I'm going to stick with a short one. Stick with this shorter stream tonight. You guys have been great for being here, but you've been super quiet. Nobody is really doing much chatting, so I will cut it a little short tonight. Hour 34 is good. I've had a rough day anyway. At least my voice finally came back about halfway through. Apologize for that. But thank you for being here. Please hit thumbs up on your way out. Unless anybody's got anything to discuss. Man, you guys were real chatty last night, and tonight you seem pretty quiet. So, okay. Boom. Oops. Boom. There we go. So, we will head on out of here, and I'm going to go in the back and watch a little Bobby Poff. Do some breathing treatments and stuff like that. And I got a lot going on tomorrow. So, as long as nothing else breaks, now that I got my backup mouse going. Strange how you really can't do a lot. There's a lot you just can't do on all this stuff if you don't have a mouse. So, whoopee. Alright, guys. Thank you very much for stopping in. I appreciate it. Quiet night. I'll take it. I do this for fun, so make it cool. If you don't, you don't. Alright, guys. Have a good night. Thank you very much. And I will talk to you later. And let's see how the news is tomorrow.